Welcome back, my Starseed loved ones. This is the Soulmate Journey Empath. Today, to prepare for the 11:11 portal and the full moon in Taurus on the 12th, I felt guided to go ahead and do a Starseed messages update with some channeled messages. I am channeling 5 different soul groups. So go ahead and take a look at the piles that you see out in front of you, the different symbols, the different stones, and just kind of note to yourself which one you are feeling the most drawn to. This first pile here, let me show you the image that is associated with this pile. And it has a blue deck of cards with a blue stone. The next pile has this mermaid tail with this deck of cards and a white stone. The third deck has this glyph, this image, and the pink stone. The fourth deck has this image here, this glyph here, with a purple stone. And the fifth pile, last but not least, has this image here with a purple stone. So for those of you who caught the last Starseed pick a card reading, you may notice that these symbols haven't changed. I have not been guided to alter or change these symbols and glyphs that are coming through from these 5 different soul groups. I'm being told that these are still needed. I do have additional content and messages when we get into each reading. So please go ahead and take a moment, my beautiful star seeds, and select a pile or piles that are resonating with you. Once you have selected your pile, you may skip ahead or go to the description box below to get the timestamp for the reading or readings that you are feeling drawn to. All right. So before we get into the channeled messages for each different soul group, I did want to say that overall, my guides have been working with me very closely, in particular the past couple of days, and really impressing upon me how many of the Starseed collective really have the elements of the universe aligned for this 11:11 portal. And this is going to look different and manifest differently in each person's life. And what's interesting, this portal energy is already coming in. It's going to last. It's going to be residual for some time. And for those of you that are really doing the soul work, really working through karma, taking the steps that you need to for your personal spiritual growth and healing on your soul journey, if you have intentions or a path or a place that you'd like to end up, even if you don't know what the road looks like to get there, just realize that your galactic family is really working behind the scenes and helping you to come into this purpose. So as a fellow starseed, just a little story I wanted to share with you that may provide you with some kind of answers, hope, or clarity on your starseed journey. For quite some time, with my gifts and abilities, I knew that I was communicating with what we would use the blanket term of guides. Some I was very clear on who they were. In terms of, I do have 2 crossed over loved ones that work with me as guides. But I couldn't, I could hear the messages, lots of clairsentient messages, clairaudient messages from these guides. But for the longest time, I just couldn't tell who they were. And I knew it wasn't anything bad because I do ground and protect myself. And really, part of my awakening to my starseed origins involved coming to the realization that some of these guides were my galactic family. And so, as each of you is working through your own soul work, developing your own consciousness, and really getting in touch with your soul and your mission, I might suggest to you that if you are driven and guided to come to readers to get these channeled soul group galactic messages for you, that you may have a direct line to your galactic family already that has yet to reveal itself to you. So as you're working on meditation, prayer, intention, as we are getting ready to wrap up this year, this decade, and move into a whole new cycle, I really, really encourage you to call to your galactic family and to work with your guides to give you more personalized messages that are really going to help you take advantage of these beautiful energy alignments like the 1111 portal. All right, so let's go ahead and get into those readings. Again, you can find the timestamps for each pile in the description box below. All right, loved ones, if you selected pile number 1 with the blue stone, and this symbol right here, these are messages from the Arcturian soul group. So as a matter of fact, this is a glyph for communication, for having direct access with the Arcturian soul group. And even if you do not identify as having a connection through a previous incarnation of your own with the Arcturian soul group, the Arcturian soul group often comes into contact with us as we are ascending spiritually to share their knowledge about healing and transmuting energies, which is very well known in this universe. It's very successful, very masterful systems of healing the mental, emotional, and spiritual body here. So, and it's interesting because blue is definitely always the color that pops into my head when I am connecting with the Arcturian soul group. And the Arcturian soul group is my first soul group, so I connect with it very frequently and pretty easily. And what's interesting about connecting with the Arcturian soul group is that in connecting with other soul groups, oftentimes I'll hear clairaudient messages that are words, as if someone was speaking to me. The Arcturians never speak. I don't ever hear a voice speaking. A lot of messages through synesthesia, through shapes, colors, and sounds that come in as communication with the Arcturian soul group, and a lot of clairsentient messages too. You may just have like a whole completed thought in your head. And that's very common, at least in my personal experience with connecting with the Arcturian soul group. So beautiful blue stone here. And each of these stones has a number on the back. This one is number 9. 9 is a very reflective, solitary, spiritual energy. Okay. And so what I'm picking up is that currently, for those of you that were drawn to the messages from the Arcturian soul group, are in a very evaluative place, in a very spiritual place. And I'm picking up digesting a lot of lessons right now. So let's go ahead. We have 3 messages from the Arcturian Soul Group and an oracle message to help you. And these messages are designed to help you make the most of the 1111 portal. Wow. So we have quite the spread here. And this is just interesting. I kind of I've been having this dilemma with the Mercury retrograde, is a lot of these messages are coming to me through channeling and mediumship, but right, I'm a reader, and that's what you're here for, right? Are these oracle messages, these images. But this is really interesting because these are just providing glyphs and keys that can help you if you're connecting with the Arcturian Soul Group to really, really level up through these messages. So I was kind of torn whether or not we were going to use the oracle, because these messages are just really confirming what was coming in through channeling and mediumship. But this is communication is key 1. And this is card 14, 1 and 4 add to 5, which is about change, which is about a shift from a numerological and energetic perspective. The frequency of communication supports our ability to exchange information in many different forms. It reminds us to run every piece of information, both incoming and outgoing, through the heart, the center of our truth, to stay in the flow of source and balanced exchange. And so I did have that little piece as we were getting ready to open up, that even though you may be going to readers like me to get these messages, that especially regardless of your soul groups, the Arcturians make themselves very accessible to those that want to heal others, that are focused on their evolution of consciousness, of soul. And they work as tremendously supportive guides through these periods in your life. All right. So I think this is really a confirmation that you do have this direct line, whether you identify as part of the Arcturian soul group or not. And if we look at the sacred geometry in this card, it's kind of hard to see the faint lines here. Let's see if we can zoom in. But look at the pyramid with the Merkaba, the tetrahedron here. We have throat chakra, third eye chakra, crown chakra, integrating with heart. So being very in your truth, figuring out what your truth is and really standing in it. Also recognizing that you do have the ability, what I'm picking up for those of you that were drawn to the messages for the Arcturian soul group, is that you do have healing capabilities. And if you are wishing to draw from Arcturian methods of healing with light and frequency, sounds in particular, or sacred geometry to transmute energy, that you can work yourself as a channel in this current energy. All right. This is beautiful. Next out, you have soul time. The frequency of soul time asks us to allow the possibility of a new reality to emerge, one that embraces the concept that while the corporal body is mortal, the soul is timeless, limitless, and infinite. And this is just absolutely beautiful energy. 40 reduces to 4, which is about finding a foundation, finding stability. And what I'm picking up about those of you that were drawn to this pile is you may just now be coming into recognition of your starseed origins, or that you are a starseed. And this may be through communicating with others that identify as starseeds, being drawn to readers like myself, just pursuing information. And this information that is coming in is getting you in touch with soul consciousness. So I see this progression, these steps here. Here's this input with the communication. Here is some kind of recognition of soul consciousness happening here with soul time. And then this one is one of my favorites. This one comes up for me quite a bit when connecting with the Arcturian soul group. This is remembrance, and it's beautiful. Numerologically, 3 and 8 add to 11. And what is this? The 1111 portal. I would keep it as 11 instead of reducing it to 2, because what I'm picking up in a lot of collective energy is that we are processing very individualized lessons right now. And this is amazing because remembrance supports our memory of everything that we have gone through as a soul in body, providing us with valuable information and tools to flow gracefully with and in this life. So again, for some of you may just be coming into recognition or remembrance of your galactic origins here. And I just love this symbol. It actually reminds me of like a flower opening or a beetle. Kind of reminds me of the album cover for Journey's Evolution from the 80s, the band Journey. But this is about a metamorphosis. This is about a metamorphosis that is not external, it is internal. There is something that you're getting in touch with your soul consciousness that is really triggering memories for you. And you may be thinking, what are these strange thoughts, these synchronicities, these dreams? And the Arcturians want you to know that that's information, communications, to help your soul consciousness that is being presented to you at this time to really help you. And again, if you don't resonate with the Arcturian soul group as part of your own Starseed lineage, again, Arcturian consciousness makes itself available to help those that are inherent healers, light workers, Reiki masters. There's a lot of healing and a lot of transmutation of energy that comes from this Arcturian consciousness. And so the soul's journey lesson that you're working on right now is health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. And this coming out with Arcturian messages is absolutely no surprise to me, especially like coming into my own soul consciousness and having worked with the Arcturians as long as I have. This is like one of the main gifts, the main tools that the Arcturians bring to the universe, that they bring to the Council of Light, is masterful techniques in healing and transmutation, especially in terms of frequencies of binaural beats. There are actually whole channels on YouTube that are devoted to Arcturian healing, and I've actually subscribed to a couple of those myself. And if you just have that music on in the background, you know, little things where you are addressing your physical body as well as your spiritual body, coming into soul consciousness, but integrating these different aspects of your life. So really the big message that I am picking up from the Arcturian soul group to really guide you through the 1111 portal is to be discerning and speaking your truth, to be open to communication, because it's going to help you with soul consciousness. You may be beginning your ascension. And if so, this remembrance can manifest in several ways. You could be getting synesthesia. You could be getting any of the clairs, clairaudience, clairvoyance, clairsentience. You could be seeing signs and synchronicities, but more than anything else, what I'm picking up is that you are going to come to, and you'll be like, come to a realization, be like, wait, I already knew that. Like one of those like, oh duh, why didn't I think of that? Um, and I'm really getting that a lot of this information that is going to help you heal yourself, because even if you work in a healing and balancing capacity with energy around you, a transmutation is a common gift among those that are working with the Arcturian soul group. That healing needs to be directed inward first, so that you are a healthy vessel to be an instrument for healing, for love and light. And so soul consciousness, and realizing that while you may be looking outward, focus inward, because you do have the Arcturian soul group working with you, consciousness working with you at this time. And what you're really being asked to do is to focus on your temporal body, focus on your 3D body, and make sure that it is healthy, as well as your soul and your mind. And really, that you are going to be coming into a great deal of information through this portal, and as its energy is lasting, that is really going to be coming from your soul rather than external sources. All right. So I hope that those messages resonated with you, my beautiful Arcturian starseeds, or those resonating with the Arcturian soul group. Please comment below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on social media, or book a personal reading. All of that information is available for you in the description box below. So until next time, my beautiful Arcturian soul group, I'm sending you lots of healing, love, and light. Bye-bye. Hello, loved ones. If you selected pile number 2 here with this little mermaid tail and this big white stone here, you selected messages from the Mintakan soul group. And the Mintakan soul group is from the constellation of Orion. And big message here, because there are numbers on the back of all these jewels that are kind of drawn at random. And number 5 is about change. There is change coming for you, Mintakan starseeds. So let's go ahead and get into these messages. I'm really excited. Something that has been revealed to me, and it's just crazy that it's happened recently, is that I actually do have a Mintakan incarnation. And I had come into contact with the Mintakan soul group through those of you that subscribe to the channel or follow me on Instagram, that had communicated an interest in the Starseed messages that I channel. And so to date, I had only really been channeling what I knew were my own soul groups. And so I did get back to folks and say, well, let me see what I can do, because I do have a protocol for making contact with different soul groups. And let me follow this protocol and see if I can get you any results. And when I made contact with Mintakan, the Mintakan soul group, I, as an empath, felt completely overloaded with this deep, deep emotion. And I couldn't discern, because there are a lot of soul groups that have been through some very traumatic events together. And I could perceive that for the Mintakans. And it was very difficult to shake that feeling. I was also guided to use the Moonology Oracle. And I do have other Oracle decks, but until I have been told or guided by the Mintakan soul group to use a different one, I'm going to go ahead and continue using that. So it was just so crazy. A series of events, readings of my own that I got from readers, and It just was presented to me one day, and I looked into my astrology. As many of you know, I do look for starseed alignments, markings, origins, and incarnations using natal birth charts. And I just had never even thought to look for any alignments with Orion. And sure enough, I have a direct opposition with one of my outer planets to Mintaka, with less than a degree orb. And it's so crazy because if I wouldn't have met these beautiful people from the Mintakan soul group to kind of awaken me to this soul group and my connection to it, there is no way that I would have ever come to this understanding. And so this is the interesting thing about your own ascension process, right? All of us that identify as star seeds or have gifts and abilities do have soul mission, and soul consciousness is part of that evolution. And it's crazy because there are some parts of, you know, your own experience, your soul's own experience that aren't unlocked until you've reached a certain point. And so I am just so very thankful to be very comfortable channeling these messages for the Mintakan soul group, and really feeling at home, and just really feeling familiar with the beautiful souls that I've connected with. So Mintakan siblings, let's see what is coming in. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Okay. So you can see out here right now, the Oracle messages change. We did have that number 5 here indicating change. Picked up on that. Whoops. In general. So first out, this is beautiful energy. Conclusions are within reach. And this is full moon eclipse energy, but we will not be having a full moon eclipse until the end of the year in December. And so really what I'm picking up on this message, karmic cycles coming to an end as the decade is coming to an end. If you're doing your work, preparing yourself, making way, this transition into 2020 after that 12/12 portal is going to end a huge karmic cycle for you, Mintakan soul group. And this is part of your ascension process where your life has really transformed a lot over the last year. Compared to this time last year, you may be in a different location, in a different job, career, relationship. Just a big transition has taken place over this year, and you may not feel like you're getting footing with it yet. But that transitionary energy of the 5, here's the message. The conclusion is within reach. So beautiful energy. Next out, we have North Node energy. Step out of your comfort zone. And I'm getting that many of you have already started to do this, to reach, to grow, to expand. A lot of expansive energy going on right now, especially with Saturn sitting so comfortably in Sagittarius, that expansive, philosophical, adventurous sign, and really being asked to step out of your comfort zone. And I'm going to break this sign down. When I refer to masculine and feminine, I'm talking about the polarity of energies, not sex or gender. All right. So masculine or feminine could be of any sex or gender. However, one is more projecting, which is masculine, and one is more receptive, which is feminine. So what I'm getting here is that if you are a feminine energy, that the Venus transiting into Sagittarius is really going to help you step out of your comfort zone. Really, really help you. Now, if you're a masculine energy, this shift is not going to happen where Mars is entering Sagittarius until later in January. So there is a split here. So regardless of your gender or sex, feminine energy with the Mintakan soul group is going to be about a month ahead, a moon cycle ahead of stepping out of the comfort zone. I mean, really taking that step. There may have been some changes leading up to it, but this is like the ultimate step. And your path ahead requires you to take this step out of your comfort zone to align with the path that has been aligned for you. And with this 1111 portal, there is a very strong message that you do have divine guidance. You do have the guidance of your galactic family, of your soul group, to help you through this transition. And you're almost there. You're almost there. The next message, we have Cardinal Moon. Be bold and take the first move. So again, things are lined up for you. If you were looking for confirmation because you have been apprehensive about going ahead and taking a step out there, your message, especially if you have a cardinal moon placement, and a cardinal moon would be in Aries, Cancer, Libra, or Capricorn, you are really being asked to go ahead and make the first move. Boldness, which is stepping out of your comfort zone. It's stepping out of your comfort zone. But look, here we have change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. So, Mintakan Soul Group, I am picking up that in general, you are very much aligned with your paths. And even if you are not actively taking step by step by step by step, you may be taking a step and pause. Step and pause. And I'm getting step and pause with this 5 coming up because that's how the energy of a 5 works. Okay. So, but you're being reminded that you are definitely aligned and on the right path. And this change, you may be feeling like it's not progressing quickly enough, like you're not getting the results quickly enough. But the other piece to this, the other key, and really what is your key through this 1111 portal, Mintakan loved ones, is to step out of your comfort zone. Step out of your comfort zone. And especially those of you with a cardinal moon placement, you're being asked to just be bold and take that step. And so take that as it resonates, but just recognize that all of this change, all of this transitionary energy is necessary for your evolution and growth, to step out of your comfort zone and really come into your own. And another message that I have for you with this orange, the sacral chakra with the change, regardless of whether you are a masculine or a feminine from the Mintakan soul group, you are a born empath. And we tend to think of empathy as a divine feminine gift. I have yet to meet a Mintakan that is not empathic. And if you're out there, leave me a comment because I'd love to make your acquaintance. But in my experience, this is really a time to follow your intuition. What is your soul telling you? Okay, so being very soul conscious, recognizing that conclusions are in reach, and then the energy is going to mellow out. It's going to go from a 5 to a 6. Harmony, balance. And what I see for a lot of you is that your personal growth, your personal evolution may have stripped you of some connections in your life because your frequencies were not aligned. And when we have the 6 energy coming, when we're at a 5 and 6 is imminent, 6 is coming, we are also being cued in that there are going to be other people and other relationships that are going to come into our lives and restore balance and harmony. And I'm getting for a lot of you, whether you're connecting with other Mintakans or other members of your individual soul family, that you're going to be aligning with more folks in your own tribe, of in your own soul group, because of your personal evolution and the elevation of your frequency. All right. So I hope that those messages resonated with you, my beautiful Mintakan loved ones. Please leave me a comment below. Let me know how things are playing out for you. And I really send you lots of healing, love, and light so that you can make the most of this 1111 portal. If you would like to follow me on social media or schedule a private reading, all of that information is in the description box below. All right. So until next time, my loved ones, bye-bye. All right, loved ones, if you selected pile number 3 with this symbol right here and this pink stone, you selected messages from the Sirian soul group. And this is a Sirian glyph for integration. Integration. This beautiful pink stone here comes with the number 2. So 2s are a collaborative energy. They're about balance, partnerships. So let's go ahead and see what messages the Sirian soul group has for you. All right. So first out for you, beautiful energy, we have the medicine wheel. This is number 35 in this oracle deck. 3 and 5 add to 8. That's a number of abundance and transformation. And here we see with the medicine wheel, this is like the wheel of fortune in traditional tarot. This is about karmic cycles coming to an end. Karma balancing. It also reminds you that everything happens in cycles. Absolutely everything happens in a cycle. And so for you, you're being transformed out of the cycle that you have been in and going into a bigger cycle. And what I'm getting for a lot of you that selected this pile is that if you are part of the Sirian soul group, you are really, you've been communing with your soul group, your galactic family, and also with the spirits of your ancestors. And your old way of doing things, your old way of approaching life has come to a close. It's come full circle and evolved into something bigger, into something greater than what it was at the beginning. And another interesting thing is as I was switching between the second pile and this pile to get ready to record again, I have a tuxedo cat named Obi-Wan, and he crawled up when just your pile was up here on the table and just kind of sat next to it and looked at me. I was like, what, you know, what's the message here, Obi? Cat, you know? And then he got down. So a strong message that I'm getting is for some of you that connect with Sirius B, you may be familiar with the cat people. And if you are aware of them, I am being called to draw your attention to the cat people, for you to research the cat people. For the rest of you, and overall, whether you connect with Sirius A or Sirius B, what I'm really picking up is that there's this shift coming for you. And as we get further into the cards here, I will go ahead and deliver that message. But here, as soon as Obi-Wan left the table, I looked at the cards to see if any of them had a picture of a cat. And here we have the leopard in the medicine wheel. And another thing too is, if you work with animal spirits or totems, we do have the eagle, the snake, the leopard, and the hummingbird here. And at different parts of your cycle, working with these different spirit animals could provide you with perspective and strength for the path ahead. And what I'm really getting is, on this card, we do have the cat to the west. So I'm getting that you may find a lot of guidance, a lot of support, a lot of strength, and a lot of lessons by communing with the spirits of the West, of ancestors, of thinking about what part of life, of adulthood, essentially, is what the West represents. In a lot of other traditions, there is a bear over here to the West. It's a reflective time. Okay, so big message. Cycles are changing right now. This is a cycle shift. And this too says that there is going to be some balance after things settle a little bit here. But another really strong message that I'm getting right now, that's clairaudient, is that you are supposed to be working with animal totems or spirit guides right now. That is really going to help you. And the cat is a very strong one for you right now. Next out is Heart of the Sky. This is number 24. 2 and 4 add to 6. Again, a number of balance, of harmony. And what I'm getting here with the medicine wheel and the Heart of the Sky is that you have recently come into understanding that you are both of the earth and of the sky. Mother Earth and Father Sky. All right. And this is just absolutely beautiful, because look at the celestial nursery, the nebula, that this beautiful energy that this face appears in, and that you are infinitely connected to the all, and your heart, your soul are of the sky, even though your body is of the earth. So also connecting with sky spirits at this time, making sure that you're connecting with your soul group, with your galactic family, can really help you. This is a period of integration of earth and sky here, with integration being the Sirian glyph that was presented to me. So a lot of magic is the word that comes to mind. A lot of magic going on with you right now, Sirian starseeds, where things that may have been separate realities or compartmentalized are now becoming integrated into a whole bigger picture here. Next out, and this is where this cat message is going to come in, we have many paths. Number 34, 3 and 4 adding to 7, which is about initiation. And what's really interesting is, now that you've come to this broader understanding, this soul consciousness, this universal consciousness, you realize that there are so many paths that are opened up for you. And the intuitive message that I have about my cat coming up here is to ask, to get you to ask Cat to work with you through this time, to approach this time with a spirit of curiosity, of adventure, very cat-like. And for those of you from Sirius B, that message may deeply, deeply resonate with you. All right, because Sirius B is the area that the cat people that are Sirian come from. And what I'm getting really strongly is, with this number 2, is that this 1111 portal, it has tremendous magic for you to co-create. whether you're working with animal guides or spirits, earth or sky spirits, or the spirits of your ancestors. I'm getting a very strong message that that can help you determine which path you ultimately would like to go down, because now you see that the opportunities are infinite. Like all of these different paths are leading to this light. And your oracle message from the soul's journey right now is gratitude. I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. So with having all of these paths, lined up with things lining up with this 1111 portal, what I'm picturing, this clairvoyant message that I'm getting very strongly, is when you think about the different interlocking parts of the Mayan calendar or clock gears, right? In terms of the Mayan calendar, because as an indigenous person and a Sirian starseed, I see how many times Sirian starseeds have been incarnated as indigenous people, and how many Sirian lessons are still embedded very, very deeply in indigenous worldview, indigenous beliefs, and indigenous traditions. Anyway, I tend to see things through that lens. And so I'm thinking of like the Mayan calendar, and what it is essentially a solar calendar, a lunar calendar, a calendar marking the transits of Venus. And they're all interlocking to move to make this huge long count calendar. And I'm seeing this, like the different parts moving together for things to line up. And I really get that they are just lining up for you on Monday, November 11th, for this 1111 portal energy. And this is going to continue through the end of November. And at the beginning of December, we will start to feel that energy shift to prepare for that 1212 portal, for that completion. And if you are indigenous or follow a shamanistic tradition, if you are very soul conscious of your Sirian ancestry, there are some sacred numbers, and 12 is one of them. 12 is a very powerful number. And as we are coming to the end of the year, the end of a decade, in traditional tarot, the medicine wheel is number 10. All right. So a completion and a new beginning. And really what I'm picking up is that with this awareness, with this expansion that you've come into, and really getting in touch with your soul group, with your energy, with your soul, with your mission, is that it's time to practice gratitude, like deep enlightened gratitude. And what I love about this is we have crown, third eye, and heart. All right. And also your gifts, your light working gifts as a Sirian starseed involve your heart, your third eye, and your crown chakra. But this is the time to be grateful, to be thankful, to commune with ancestors, commune with animal guides and totems, or the spirits of the West, Mother Earth, Father Sky, and really practice gratitude. Because now that you have come into a full vision of who you are and what has been gifted to you, to help you evolve, to help you grow, it's always important to practice gratitude for these lessons, for these blessings that have been bestowed upon you because of your soul mission, because you've done the work to be soul conscious and develop your spirituality, because you have been exploring your soul memory and connecting with the energies, the modalities, and the mission of your Sirian soul group. All right. So I hope that those messages resonate with you, my beautiful Sirian siblings. Please comment below. Let me know how this is playing out in your life. If you are interested in following me on Instagram or scheduling a personal reading, that information is in the description box below. So until next time, my Sirian Starseed loved ones, I'm sending you lots and lots of healing, love, and light. And bye-bye. All right. If you picked pile number 4 with this beautiful glyph right here and this beautiful purple stone here, you selected messages from the Pleiadean soul group. And this is the Pleiadean glyph for universal love. So very, very beautiful. And of course, this beautiful purple stone corresponds to the third eye and crown chakras here. And what would you know? The number for this stone is 11. And here is the 1111 portal. So Pleiadean starseeds, or those of you from the Pleiadean soul group, the universe is lined up with you and your intentions, and you really are feeling prepared to go ahead and go through this portal. You have the support of your soul group, of your galactic family. And what I'm picking up is that you're very much bringing yourself back into alignment with really where your soul is telling you to go at this time. So let's go ahead and get your messages. Wow. So first card out there, we have Align Your Life. Definitely, definitely, definitely. And then we do have an oracle message for you as well. So absolutely beautiful. First out, Align Your Life. What is not aligned or needs to change? And what I'm getting is that for a lot of you, this is a recent past to present energy, and it will be moving to a past energy. If you are not already in alignment, you are near to it. And in order to achieve it, you have to release yourself and become unbound by releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past life karma. And look at the ascension. This is a beautiful image where there's ascension here. And these past energies are falling away. They're really, really done. If you've been through a very difficult karmic cycle this year, this decade, your work is done. The scales have balanced, and it is time for you to go forward. And the other message that I'm getting here is, look at this big, beautiful full moon. We will be having the full moon in Taurus on November 12th, which is the day after the 1111 portal. So within 24 hours. And it's like passing through that portal, ascending through the portal. And those of you from the Pleiadian soul group, I definitely feel are ready, are going to be doing this. The next message is leap. You go first, the universe will catch you. And again, here's that full moon energy. So you may have a tendency to kind of want to look back, especially with this Mercury retrograde energy. But, you know, having this 11 come up as well for the number, and it being this purple third eye and crown chakra. You are in alignment. Don't question it. You're being asked to have faith, to trust in the journey, in your path, and in knowing that you do have divine assistance, divine support, this opportunity where it seems like all of the elements in the universe are aligned for you to be able to take that leap. So this is really, really beautiful energy. And the oracle message that you have is service. I feel good when I can help others. And this is a combination of solar plexus chakra here with this yellow and heart chakra here with this green. And so with that coming up after us having alignment, what is not aligned or needs to change, and unbound, releasing soul patterns, contract, and past lives. What I'm really getting is that you have really come through some difficult past life karma and karmic situations in your life recently that have encouraged you to shed insecurities and to recognize Pleiadians are very, very gifted light workers. And so in this service to others, which you feel so compelled and so called to do, Pleiadians have so much love to give, that this solar plexus, this sense of self, has to be addressed first. You have to be in consciousness with your own soul in order to have a good and conscious connection with others. So this is really tending to your own needs, doing some shadow work, and really evaluating those karmic lessons. And I'm getting that you've been doing that building up to this retrograde season because you really want to go ahead to make passage. And also with alignment, unbound, and leap, we have this ascension process here, and part of ascension is coming into a soul mission, and service is definitely a card for those that have a soul mission. And for you as a Pleiadian starseed or member of the Pleiadian soul group in this incarnation on planet Earth, you do have a special calling, which is a service to the ascension of the collective consciousness. So I'm getting that in terms of alignment, it's not just resolving karma, it's also coming into this clear, comfortable, and confident sense of purpose about your own soul and your soul mission. You have some idea that your soul is on this journey, and the pathway, the direction is clear to you now because you've been healing a lot of this old karma and getting in touch with this source of unconditional love, of universal love. And it's been transforming you and working with you, co-creating with you with this 1111 energy through this ascension process. And ascension is not just a step or two, right? Ascension is it's a process that once it's begun, you can't go backwards. But there is no limit on how far you can ascend if it is part of your soul journey and you're working on your lessons and listening to what your soul is guiding you to do. I'm also you're getting a lot of psychic pings, as I would call them. You probably have multiple different abilities. Most Pleiadians are empaths for sure, but can be gifted with any aspects of light work in general. And I'm getting that maybe you're starting to get messages in a different medium than you're accustomed to here, with this crown chakra and third eye chakra energy. More importantly, the message here is that you have done this work, this service to yourself. And that service to yourself is alignment, releasing what no longer serves you, what you have evolved out of. And take this leap of faith, because you do have a soul purpose, you do have a soul mission. And in service to others, you are also in service to practicing unconditional love with your own soul and on your own journey. And that practicing that is essential. It's the essential foundation in your solar plexus chakra, upon which those higher chakras that you utilize in light work can rest and have a good solid foundation. And you also have the divine working with you with this beautiful 11 energy. All right. So those are my messages for you, the Pleiadean Soul Group and Pleiadean Starseeds. If you are interested in following me on Instagram or scheduling a personal reading, that information is in the description box below. Please comment. Let me know how this process is panning out on your individual soul journey. I do make an effort to get back to all of the comments and not just like, but engage and reply. So if this resonates, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, my beautiful Pleiadian starseeds, I'm sending you lots and lots of healing, love, and light. Bye-bye. All right. If you picked pile number 5 with this beautiful symbol right here and this purple stone, you selected the messages from the Andromedan soul group, or for Andromedan starseeds. And I love this symbol, which identifies the Andromedans. And it just reminds me of the zodiac, right? With there are 12 different dots here going around this circle, like there are 12 different signs going around the globe in terms of astrology. So, and again, this beautiful oval shaped purple stone, some crown chakra energy here. And on the back of it, we do have the number 1, which is all about beginnings. All about beginnings. And what I think is beautiful is here we are preparing for the 1111 portal. And this glyph looks like a portal that this number 1, the new beginning, is about to travel through. So let's go ahead and get your messages. All right. Wow. Oh my gosh. These are beautiful messages. All right. First out for you Andromedans, I have the Temple. This is number 59. 5 and 9 add to 14 and reduce to 5. And this is change. This is significant change happening. And the Temple has this air of holiness about it. Things have begun to become very sacred in your life. There are day-to-day activities that you're engaging from a different perspective that almost may have like a ritual quality to them. And I, more than anything else, am seeing huge transitions in food intake and dietary patterns. What I'm picking up is some of you, I'm actually getting a lot of you are transitioning to vegan. And this is after doing a lot of work with your auric field and your chakra system. And you have been receiving intuitive messages and confirmations, signs and synchronicities that making this alteration is treating your avatar, your 3D body, the vessel for your soul, with honor and respect. And I'm getting that for some of you too, that as part of your spiritual ascension, working with animal spirits has been very important to you. And as such, it has changed your perspective on consuming flesh. And this is pretty radical for some of you. This is going from the average, quote unquote, American diet, high in carbohydrates, high in protein and saturated fats, to vegan. So this is a huge transition. And coming into this new perspective as you are spiritually ascending, you're practicing a lot of gratitude as well, because you are seeing the sacred in the everyday. So this is absolutely beautiful energy. Next out, we have Cosmic Butterfly. Again, beautiful, beautiful energy here. And we have this divine feminine center of the sacral chakra represented here, very much lit up. And then this lavender, of course, for the crown chakra. And this is number 36. 3 and 6 add to 9. 9 is a solitary, spiritual, and reflective number. It's a contemplative energy. It's evaluating the lessons learned on 1 through 9, so that you can go ahead and finish at the 10. And that way, when you're done at the 10, you can move back to a 1. As we have you coming up with the jewel here. So this cosmic butterfly is about going through this transformative process. And if you think of the caterpillar to butterfly, something small and unassuming that crawls, has many legs and kind of crawls, to coming out of the chrysalis and taking flight. It has literally been transformed in the chrysalis. You have literally been transforming through Scorpio season, starting in September. So it's been a couple of months, but it's really crystallized recently, the last couple weeks. And as part of your soul consciousness, as part of your soul alignment, you have really gone through this deep, deep transformation. And it's beautiful because it's progressive energy. It's leaving the ground and going up. Again, ascending. And next out, you have number 11, Eruption of Light. This is absolutely beautiful energy. This is feeling in alignment. This is receiving downloads or light codes from your soul group, from your galactic family, so that you can transmit them here and work with the collective on planet Earth for collective ascension. And this is just beautiful because I'm really getting that by the end of the month, you are just going to definitely feel that lightness of essentially having leveled up spiritually. And you can reduce this 11 to 2, but considering this is the 11-11 portal, and 11 is representative of co-creation with the divine, I'm just going to leave it the way that it is because I'm being told that's how it should be done. But definitely coming into a lot of things, the word that I keep getting is bliss. Bliss is coming in for you, Andromedan soul group. And this is like universal love. This is being a beacon of universal love. This is downloading universal love. This is absolutely beautiful. And it also represents enlightenment, which has been coming to you as you have been navigating this personal transformation process. And your oracle message is discipline. Look at this beautiful crown chakra energy. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. And so I'm getting, for some of you that are concerned about making huge dietary shifts, you're being reminded that you do have divine support if you practice personal discipline. And remember what moral discipline is also required to follow this new path. I'm also getting that being disciplined in your practice, being disciplined in seeing the sacred everywhere, is really going to help you be able to practice gratitude and be in touch with those downloads that will be coming in for you. And the very last message that I'm getting very strongly is that you are a master manifester. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. So this 11-11 portal for you, Andromedan soul group, with this number 1, okay, you are being reminded that this new beginning lies in your hands. Manifesting this new beginning is something that you can accomplish if you are disciplined and set your mind to it. That you have the power to transform your life, to transform the lives of others. You have the power to pick up on these transmissions and downloads and to transmit these light codes out to others. So this is a very empowering message coming in for your soul group, Andromedans, and I really hope that it resonated with you. Please comment below and let me know if this is resonating with you, like how this is playing out in your life, because, you know, this is just very huge energy. Like I'm feeling that a lot of you are coming into power as very powerful mystics and healers. So this transformation is 11-11 lining up for you. Your soul group is supporting you, your galactic family. All you need to do is dream it and see it through. All right. So if these messages resonated with you, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram or schedule a personal reading, all of that information is in the description box below. So I love you dearly. And until next time, Andromedan Soul Group, I'm sending you lots and lots of healing, love, and light. Bye-bye.